Welcome back to the Reality Guys. I'm your host, Billy Blinks, joined as always by my co-host, Brian
Ahoy.
and Waleed.
Hey, boys.
As you can see here in the title, we are covering one of our favorite nautical reality television shows, The Real Love Boat, now residing at port on Paramount Plus. This is season 1, episode 11. The title of the episode was Oil Me Up. The episode title referring to the challenge that we will get to pretty quickly here. Port of call was Sicily. I liked it. I thought this again was a pretty straightforward episode of The Real Love Boat. This one felt the most competition like, almost in a sense, because of the stakes of the challenge and getting towards the finale. We do now have our final couples for the finale, and we actually did see 2 couples get eliminated this week. So, Bry, you're wearing the captain's hat. Where do you want to start this week? Do you want to start at the beginning, or do you want to go over the elimination?
Let's go. I think we should just build up to the elimination. So from the beginning, because really that's the main point of the episode is the elimination. So I mean, I think we can shoot through the challenge pretty quickly.
Episode starts, like I said, boat arriving in Sicily, Italy. A little bit of aftermath from last week's eliminations and repairings. Shaylin questioning Danny. He gets mad and calls her mentally weak. That's a
Yeah, I mean, and if you say that to anybody, I think they're going to be upset, no matter the situation.
Whether it was right or not, right?
Right.
Like it's just like a trigger thing, right? It's like calling someone like a bitch, or like calling a dude like a dickhead, or like you're whatever. It's just like you're mentally weak, and I'm like, oh boy, here we go. She was upset. She comes back. They circle back though. To be fair, like what is she gonna do? There's no people left. Like,
Right.
Are you gonna really fight when you're trying to cruise into the end and try to win the actual money? Now that they're at the end, they know they actually have a shot at the money. So it's like, hey, let's not mess around with this. So they do actually kind of squash that, which I like. Going to be really funny, and I hope they have a reunion for the show because I just want to see her reaction to the boner comment.
Yeah, God, I really hope they have a reunion.
If not, we got to get her on the show, and we'll just ask her.
She's the closest one to contact with tweets and Twitter. So we see you, Shaylin.
We appreciate it. Somebody follows Waleed too, right?
No, I noticed Susanna she liked something on my Instagram page.
There you go. That's close enough. That's close
Yeah,
enough.
I was like, man,
Your story?
On my page. What?
Was it your story?
No, it was one of my posts.
Oh, cool.
Nice. So Marty and speaking of Susanna, Marty and Susanna are very awkward. Marty's just like, poor guy. Like he just overplayed himself a little bit, burned himself out. Now he's just kind of stuck there, kind of floating in limbo, knowing that he's pretty screwed.
He's like really throwing himself. There was a point where he's like kissing her on the head, and I was like, I just think you're trying too hard here. It's not. I said this wasn't going to work, so it's just where I'm going to stand there, firmly plant my flag.
He's a bit much. I mean, I think he's a nice guy. He's a good guy, but I mean, clearly, like, you could tell his desperation. Like any beautiful girl that gives him attention, he's gonna worship at her feet. And it's like
as I mentioned here right before the challenge, they do let us know 2 very important things. One, no more singles. Everyone who's there is there. Kind of makes sense. We know that we're coming up on the finale, but I am glad they're not doing a Bachelor in Paradise and bringing somebody the second to last week of a show. And secondly, that this upcoming challenge, which we'll get to the rules in a moment, the top 2 teams advance. Those 2 teams will get to work together to pick one team to save, kind of like the challenge. The other 2 eliminated. So a real acceleration here heading towards the end with the cuts. The challenge was called Oil Me Up. You had to run through an olive grove, get 1 kilogram, which is 2.2 pounds of olives onto a scale. So you just had to pick them, get them on the scale. That was leg 1. Then you had to run yourself over to a giant olive oil vat, cover yourself in olive oil, and then transfer it over to a jar which had a line in it. This reminded me of like a Double Dare episode or Double Dare.
They used to do this on Survivor with mud.
Do they?
I don't know if they do it anymore, but this was a challenge they used to do a lot that I actually find really cool.
Yeah,
I really like this challenge. Was really cool to
me. Big disadvantage for everyone else who doesn't have Mike on your team, because Mike was like having a second girl with his giant vat of hair.
Yeah, I wrote down long hair is key. Like anyone with long hair was doing like very, very well, except
Uh,
Susanna because she didn't
well,
want to get her hair dirty.
took my next note, except everyone except for Marty who and Susanna who were dead in the water because she wasn't going to participate.
They were like trying to squeeze it off their fingertips. I was like, that's like
They're
at
washing
that
their
point, just
hands.
get a handful and like, or just drink it and then spit it out. I mean, that was another thing you could have done. It would have been gross, but
Oh my god, I didn't think about that. I wonder if that was against the rules.
Might have been. No.
Jerry seems like a fun guy. Lets everything go.
uh, Emily and Mike win, so new couple, definitely not looking good there for Marty. And then Shaylin and Daniel in a photo finish to come in second place. So two of the what I would say would definitely be some of the stronger couples advance, make it to the finale. Good for them. Uh, Probably, I think my favorite moment of the episode though was post the challenge when they're doing the interviews and they have Marty and Susanna is just like, yeah, Emily hates you. We're gonna get eliminated.
He's just being real. I
If,
appreciate the realness.
I mean, hate's a strong word, but my God, yeah. I mean, she definitely is not fond of him, at least. So
She's just
you saw it
it's your fault I'm going.
Well, I mean, the one thing is, I thought like it appeared to me that when they make these decisions, they were going like Emily wasn't like I'm eliminating Marty no matter what. I felt like if Marty won, like Emily would have no chance of even be a thought of surviving.
Oh my god, no, I honestly could you imagine Marty just being like,
Yeah, I just think he would have been like, "You're gone, no matter what." And
you led me on. I was gonna introduce you to my mom.
yeah, right, right. And my family and my sisters, it's like, bro, chill, we're on a
You meet
boat.
my friends, my priest. I swear you'll really think differently, but no pressure. It's very casual.
Yeah,
Um, the couples that choose to save Kendra and Jordan. The idea basically was were they going to go super strategic and eliminate the really big threat teams, or do you kind of like allow the teams to come even if they're a threat back because they deserve to be together? I think by picking Kendra and Jordan, I think they kind of like split the middle.
yeah, yeah. Because looking at next week, like it looks like it's a lot of like memory or things you had in common. So I guess Marty and Susanna would have been maybe the smarter pick, but I don't know. I just feel I like Sydney and Daniel or Sydney and Dylan. So like that one kind of sucks, but I totally get picking Kendra and Jordan. Like I think it's the right move.
In my opinion, you kind of spelled out what the right move was. You keep Marty because there's zero
Yeah.
shot that they're going to win. And you're just like hedging your bet and leaving it with the two of you, basically
Yeah.
guaranteeing yourselves almost to be the final two, unless there's some act of God and those two can somehow, because there's, like you said, now that we see the preview, there's no way they'd be able to do like the love game and know
Yeah.
each other. They've known each other for like a day and a half.
To
So
tell
Right.
you the truth, I don't think Kendra and Jordan have a shot at winning either. To tell you the truth,
Yeah.
so honestly, I don't think there was really a wrong choice between them and Marty and Susanna.
I mean,
Yeah,
Shaylin and Daniel have to be the favorites, right? I mean, like
100%.
they've definitely at least know each other the best if they cannot
Yeah.
fight.
Does it also look like there's like a fan voting from the preview?
Dude, if there's a fan vote, I mean, I don't know how there could be a
No, like
fan vote.
people on the boat, like that. This is what we would be on season 2 when we're on the boat watching. Like we're there, we saw the whole journey, and we can vote on the couples. Like that's what it
Unbelievable.
looks.
Could you imagine that it's like Big Brother, except it's on the boat and it's
Yeah,
just like there's like the week cruise and it's like on closed circuit
yeah,
TV.
yeah.
Oh
It's like
my
okay, we need to tally
God.
15,000 votes quickly.
I think I just came up with the next new reality show where it's all voted on in all closed circuit like Big Brother. Like that would be
Yeah,
so
and that sounds like
goddamn
also like a
intriguing.
mix of like
Dude, it would be great, right? It's like oh my God, we gotta get a producer friend. We gotta get a
oh, and
producer.
then also build like
Think we need to shut up. I think
yeah,
we're
I think
like
we do.
pitching somebody's
Should I
new
just bleep
perfect
this
reality
entire? Should I
TV
bleep
show.
all of this?
If this happens, there's we know that somebody's watching.
I'm gonna consider bleeping that last 45 seconds.
What if we just bleep the whole idea? That's actually really funny. Just and let random words be bleeped out. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I like that. Okay, cool. We're on the same page here. We're all good. Yeah, so going into the finale, I've loved the conversation in our comments. I know a lot of you watch every week, so the conversations going back and forth, but if this show has a chance to have this being a fall finale. My friend who said fall finale, you're being very confident that they're going to be rolling back in the spring, if rolling back at all. I think there's a better chance that the boat itself actually sinks in the finale than them getting a renewal.
I'm not gonna rule it out, man. I'm really not.
I
like the
want him to
show.
come back. You know
I
that.
do.
I'm just
I do. I actually
the
like the
move
damn show.
to an app is like death. Like,
I don't know, man. Like Paramount Plus, I mean, we don't know what they're doing with like reality shows, but they've made like decent like originals on their actual app or streamer. So I mean, it's possible that they're
no,
going to
yeah.
get into that game. I don't know. Can we be the official podcast or YouTube page of the Paramount Plus app? I would love that.
Maybe they just downsized to like a lake cruise.
That's what I'm saying. I think a
mean?
riverboat
Like,
gambling would be sick.
riverboat down. Exactly. Again, I'm telling you, make it like road rules, make them
Mhm.
work.
Mhm.
It'll be fun. Let
Yeah,
some
I
of
think
them
it actually
work
be really
on the
cool.
entertainment. Like let them, they do that. They used to do that crap in like real world, like when they were in
Yeah,
Vegas
the
and stuff. They
jobs,
worked
yeah.
at the clubs. Like that's like what their job
Yeah.
was. The Jersey Shore did that.
Yeah,
They
they
did
did.
when they were in Vegas, right? Or Miami. They worked at the
They did
club.
it everywhere, yeah.
Yeah. So, besides the redacted statement idea that we're not going to let any of you know about, you could have that one.
That's for the Patreon.
That's for the page. For the hit the donate button here, guys, for your extra content that is just going to be the same shit we always do. No, but seriously, eventually I'll probably have one, and then we'll do something cool. Comment. We are reading the comments. We have fun with them. You see us comment back. Make sure you're hitting the notification bell. Next week should be the finale. Speaking of finales, after the video coinciding with probably right before this video, will be the season finale of Survivor. We'll have the whole crew, Brian, Brett, Waleed, Kevin, myself, to do the 2-hour finale, 1-hour reunion recap and review. Also, look out for all of our other coverage. We just finished Amazing Race last week. The Circle, we just put out a coverage of the trailer and a little reaction. That comes back in a few weeks. A few other shows that will be premiering in January. So look out on the channel, and we're going to be scraping around for some stuff here at the end of the year until Bachelor comes back in January. But for myself, Brian, Waleed, thank you. Peace.